everybody's scared to lose that zero too. But I mean, you might beat this person, lose to this person, and come back and beat them. Like
Yeah.
people too scared to lose that zero. That's what the major problem is.
I see that as a huge trend right now. People are so afraid to lose that zero and really love talking about being undefeated. And I, I'm with you. Me personally, I would rather want to risk that zero and fights just knowing that I got in the ring and shared the ring with somebody that's, has more experience than me or something like that. And I gave it my all. To me, that's pretty solid, right? That's a win in
Yeah, and I
itself.
mean, there's no shame in losing to a champion either. I mean, it's
Exactly.
such like
Yeah. I agree. You and I are on the same page. Hi, everyone, and with the Boxing Circle here. I'm connecting with you today from sunny San Diego, and I'm excited to announce that I have a very talented fighter with me today. I have Devell Smith, who is currently in California in camp, so he's so graciously joined us today. But he is from Detroit, Michigan. A little bit about Devell. Devell, you are a four-time national champion and a WBC big belt champion, correct?
yes.
Did I miss anything in there? Or
No,
is
you
everything
good.
good? Okay,
Yeah, you
cool.
good.
I'm like, I want to make sure I got all your accolades out there. So that's awesome. And you've been boxing for 18 years now, which is impressive. So I can't wait to dive into your story. But first and foremost, thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So before we get into the classic 5 rounds, and then if later on you want to do a wild card round, before we do that, I want to hear from you, Devel. What sparked your interest in terms of boxing? What got you curious about boxing?
Well, for starters, my dad, he always watched boxing. So I was a little kid and I'm going to sleep, but I hear "Let's get ready to rumble" and just little things like that.
Love
And
it.
like, if we get in trouble, we get into little fights. He'd make me and my siblings like put the gloves on and throw punches. And this is when I was like really young. So time went around. I was playing baseball, and my big
Mm-hmm.
brother would always mess with me all the time. And then one
Oh
night,
boy.
I had it, and that same night, my dad asked us okay, what do y'all want to do? Do you want to keep playing baseball? You want to play basketball, or you want to try boxing? And I'm thinking about my brother, and I'm like, boxing. I like boxing for sure. Like I want to be able to get him. And then I started boxing, and then I fell in love with the sport, and it stopped being about
Yeah.
trying to beat up my big brother because I still never beat him up, even after I started boxing. Yeah,
Oh
it
my
became my
goodness.
life.
I love this. I love this. So first and foremost, your dad is a boxing fan, so that you just kind of heard the background noise, so you're just kind of always around it sounds like. But then I have an older sister too, so I get it. And she's much taller than me. She's got like 5, 6 inches of height on me, so
Oh yeah, that's
her,
big sister.
yeah, yeah, I'm a solid 5'3" on a good day, Deval. But she'll come in, 5'9" or so, and I just kept trying, but I think I got her like one time. I think I won one time, but that was it.
I still never won.
Yeah.
Never won. The only thing I beat him in was like on the game, and that was, I don't want to call it luck, but
Yeah.
it's like the older sibling always have that over you.
They do, right? They do.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, well, I was going to ask you, but you already answered the question for me. Is it safe to say that you're fully in love with the sport because you were playing baseball for a while, but then you were just like made the switch? And it sounds like you're fully in
Yeah,
love with
I love
boxing.
it. It's a love and hate relationship, but
Yeah.
but yeah, I used to really, really love baseball. Like more than anything, I wanted to be a professional baseball player, but I don't know. He just pushed me off course, and I'm like, I want to beat him up. So boxing it is, and then I just got more passionate about boxing than anything else.
Yeah. Oh, good for you. That's awesome. And I mean, you honestly, now that I'm like even thinking about it further, you must love it because you're willing to do things like camp, which is not easy.
Not at all.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my goodness, I love this. Okay, well, this is a great start. Just kind of helps me learn a little bit more about you. And you have a big brother. I also read, I think you have four brothers. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, you had to make sure you were ready to go.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
I do all right. I hold my own now. They're not trying to mess with me at this
yeah.
point.
I was gonna say,
I think I outgrew all of them actually. So
okay.
yeah, I'm like big brother now.
Well, and you're a WBC belt champion and four times national champion. So I sure hope they're not trying to mess with you.
Yeah, that ended a long time ago.
Oh, good, good. Okay, so are you ready for the 5 rounds? I know you just finished a training session, so I'm gonna warn you that this is a lot easier than what you just did.
Yeah, I was just about to say I just trained all day, so an extra 5 rounds shouldn't be too hard.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I it's think of it as a cool down. Think of it as a cool down
Okay,
from your
I like
workout.
that.
Okay. So you were telling me the beginning to your start to the beginning of boxing. Let's continue with that trip down memory lane. Do you remember what you were thinking and feeling the very first time you put on a pair of boxing gloves? Like what was going through your mind?
I don't remember the first time I put on gloves because I mean I was a little kid, but I
Yeah.
do remember the first day I ever sparred and I put on a headgear and I knocked myself in the head a little bit and I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I was like I'm probably about to leave with a headache,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
did. I did. They used to beat me up when I first started, but
Oh,
that was like
wow.
one of the first memories of me like actually getting in the ring, like
Yeah.
to compete, to fight.
Wow. I love that you painted this picture for us and you're like, yep, I put on the headgear. I had to test it out a little bit, but I also kind of knew what might be coming down the line.
Yeah, yeah, and it came too. It came,
Oh my
but
goodness. Sorry, I didn't mean to like cut you off. I was just gonna say, were you nervous or like excited, a mixture of emotions?
I was probably more nervous. I didn't know exactly what I was getting myself into. I mean, you watch boxing, you
Yeah.
train, but to be in there is a totally different thing. And I was
Hmm.
young. I was 8 years old, first time I sparred.
Hmm.
So it was more nervous than anything. But
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so glad that you have that experience though, as starting boxing at such a young age. I didn't start boxing till way later in life. I've been boxing for 10 years now, but I started at the age of 34 and I wish I had that experience growing up. So I'm just really grateful that you have that because it sounds like really cool and just how it helps. I think it helps so many kids growing up. But is it something that you look back on like, "Oh, I'm glad that I made that switch from baseball to boxing," or is
yes,
it some
definitely.
yeah,
Boxing made me who I am today. All of the discipline and sacrifices that I made from childhood to now, it just shaped my personality. It just shaped who I am. Like boxing is within me.
I love it. Oh my goodness. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so we've got your start. We've got your also first memory of sparring, which nervous more than anything and left with a little bit of a headache. And but set you up for success. Let's go let's go into round 2. Devel, I do like to try and keep things positive. That being said, I do know there's room for improvement with anything in the world, but also within the sport and the community of boxing. If I had a magic wand and I were to give that to you and say, okay, you can improve upon one thing, either in the sport or the community of boxing, what would you choose?
Can improve like one thing for myself from what I
Yeah,
do.
you said like no, it doesn't have to be what you do. It could be something like I mean, it could be your skill set if you wanted to, but I was thinking more along the lines of let's see here. Oh, I posted at another pro fighter, Joe Shack out of Detroit today. He was saying he wanted a little bit clarity with the scoring systems between the A and B side and how that works. Others have wanted unions for pro fighters as that protection. Trying to think of other things that people have asked for. A lot of clarity, fighter safety. So if you could improve one thing with either in the sport as a whole or the community as a whole, what would that be?
The best and the best. That's how they did it back in the day. All of the champions fought the champions. I mean, they are bringing that back a little bit, but I just would like to see more of
Yeah.
it. Everybody, I mean, it's cool to have the option to fight who you want to fight, but having that option as a fighter, you should want to fight the best if you say you are the best. So
Oh,
that's what we need more
100%.
of.
Yeah. And it's interesting how it kind of took a different route. I am glad that they're starting to bring that back a little bit because, yeah, the champions fighting the champions. I mean, to me, that makes sense. Let's,
Yeah,
you put it perfectly. If you say you're the best, then you should want to fight the best. Well, and really, any
yeah,
great fighter always wants to try and fight somebody that is tougher or stronger or has more accolades, like to get to that next level. You always want to move up that next level, right? So, yeah.
exactly. You got to challenge yourself.
Yes, yes,
And I
exactly.
mean, everybody's scared to lose that zero too. But I mean, you might beat this person, lose to this person, and come back and beat them. You know, like
Yeah.
people too scared to lose that zero. That's what the major problem is.
I see that as a huge trend right now. People are so afraid to lose that zero and really love talking about being undefeated. And I, I'm with you. Me personally, I would rather want to risk that zero and fights just knowing that I got in the ring and shared the ring with somebody that's, has more experience than me or something like that. And I gave it my all. To me, that's pretty solid, right? That's a win in
Yeah, and I
itself.
mean, there's no shame in losing to a champion either. I mean, it's
Exactly.
such like
Yeah. I agree. You and I are on the same page. Yeah, there is no shame in that. I mean, and just being able to challenge yourself and being able to be like, hey, I wanna try against this person and, give it my
yep,
best shot. So, oh, I'm with you on that. All right. Champions fighting champions. Let's bring more of that. And people not being afraid to lose a zero, get
yep,
uncomfortable. That's what boxing's all
mhm,
about, is getting comfortable with being uncomfortable.
exactly.
All right. Yep, yep. I'm uncomfortable all the time,
That's what
especially in the
life is
boxing
about.
circle.
That's what life is about. If you live in
Yeah,
comfortably, you're not going to grow at all. So get out
that's
there.
correct. Yeah. And it's really interesting just because this project is only 4 months old. I have learned so much about in just the last 4 months, just by me being uncomfortable and putting myself out there and just really having to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Like that's it. And just the growth. And but then also it's really cool because when you're doing that, boxing opens so many doors for you too.
It
So,
does. I'm trying to be comfortable being uncomfortable myself right now. Like I have a family back at home. I'll be in camp
mhm,
for 6 weeks. You know, I got my kids calling me, they missing me and stuff like that. It's
mhm.
not comfortable, but in the long run, I'll get the benefits of it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. And props to you. I mean, kudos to you and your family back home because that's a long 6 weeks. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Kudos to you. Okay, are you ready for round three? Round three. We're gonna have some fun. This gets a little bit lighter now, Devel. We're gonna have some fun. I have a time machine. It's all ready to go. You and I are gonna go see a fight live. Could be any decade, any generation, but we can only see one fight. What fight live are we gonna go see?
Like we ringside.
Oh yeah, I'll make sure it's ringside. Yep.
We don't have to go that far back. I want to see Canelo fight Terrence Crawford from right there up close and personal.
What was
That
that last
man, Terrence
September?
Crawford, really, it might have been a little. Was it last September?
I feel like it was
I
last
think so.
September. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It wasn't that long ago, but it's just he really came from 147. He had one fight at 54. He went all the way up to 68 to fight who everybody calls the face of boxing.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody thought he was going to win that. I mean, I know who he is. I know his skill set. I
Mm-hmm.
was rooting for him. But I know that skipping three divisions is very dangerous. So I
Mm-hmm.
was nervous watching the fight.
Yeah.
And he went in there and dominated like it was effortless. He made him look like an amateur, to be honest with you. That was the best fight I ever seen. Like,
Yeah.
so it'd have to be that one.
It was amazing. I was actually at one of my coach's house, and she had put like this whole screen up. She has a pool in the back, and it was warm enough, and a couple of my coaches and some other friends were all there, and we just watched it. And it was just amazing to see. But yes, you and I are gonna
Beautiful
go.
display of boxing right there.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so you and I we're gonna go back in time, just to last year, and we're gonna see that ringside, and then we're gonna trade notes. All right, cool. I dig that. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Oh, that's a good one. And I saw last night that, or was it last night or today, Terrence Crawford just won the ESPYs awards as well. Like
Yep.
he's retired and he's still getting these wins. So congrats to him. Absolutely
Yeah, he's
congrats to
living his
him.
best life now. He's traveling. He's traveling with his family, winning awards. He's just enjoying the fruits of his labor at this point. He did everything that he needed to do. I don't think there's anything else he could accomplish in the sport at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 times undisputed in boxing, that's almost impossible. I think Clarissa Shields did it
Yeah.
in women's boxing, and he did it in men's boxing. It's amazing.
It's
I'm
absolutely
glad I
amazing.
got to grow up in the Terrence Crawford era.
Yes, absolutely. It's so much fun to see. And we'll get to your upcoming fight here soon, but just you and your tie to Clarissa Shields is also amazing. I saw her fight live July of last year in Detroit at the Little Caesars Arena. So I went and saw her. I had some really great seats. I also, one of my coaches out in Detroit, Tony Harrison, was fighting on that same card. So that was fun to see too.
It's funny you say that because I fought on that card too.
Wait a
Yeah,
second. Okay, hold on. This is
I
okay.
did.
Where were you on that card? Because I was thinking when
I was
you
on the
logged
undercard.
on, okay, I was like, I
Yeah, I
don't
was on the
believe you.
undercard. I was the first. I was the last fight before the TV slots.
Okay, then I did see you because I got there early and I was like
Yeah,
watching.
you
I
see.
I watched like 6 hours of boxing. It was great. It was so
Yeah,
much fun.
after I fought, I was able to sit ringside and watch Tony and Clarissa.
Mm-hmm.
Because was it a fight before that? I think Price Taylor fought that night.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, I watched. I went in the dressing room. I came back out and Price was fighting. I've been in camp with Price. You know what I'm saying? We hung out a little bit, and then Tony. I done been to Tony's gym in and out of there plenty of times. Tony fought, and then Clarissa fought, and I got to sit there ringside and watch all three of them.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I think I think row 3. So I was like really close and got to see them and
Oh,
it
you
was
were
just,
a couple rows in front of me.
yeah, it was so much fun to see. It was so cool. And Sammy Worthington, who fought on the undercard, she was there. Clarissa came out like an hour before Clarissa's fight to watch Sammy Worthington. And I met Sammy Worthington 2 weeks ago at the North American Boxing Federation convention. And so that was really cool too.
That's pretty
Uh,
cool.
yeah. And just like it's great. I could not believe Clarissa came out to watch her ringside and she had to fight like an hour later. I mean, she
Yeah, she
shows up.
said they were pretty close during the Olympics and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So they gotta hit for it.
Oh, wow. So fun. I got to see you fight live too. That's great because I was there forever. And it was great. It was so much
Didn't
fun.
even know. I guess I didn't give you something to remember. I'll fix that next time around.
No, it's not like that at all. I was like 6 hours of boxing and I didn't know what to expect. And so I was just like,
You
I'm
were
very excited. So
overwhelmed with
it's not like that
boxing.
at all. I was overwhelmed with boxing.
It's all right.
And and it doesn't mean that I can't come out and see you fight again. I will definitely do that. That'd be awesome. Again, I'm out in
All
Detroit all the time. So I love this. Okay. Boxing bringing people together. I dig it all the time.
right.
Okay. Round 4. This one gets a little bit deeper. That being said, develop your comfort is 100% my priority. So you can go as deep or as light as you want. The question is, what does the sport of boxing mean and bring to you?
Boxing is my life. I live and breathe boxing every single day. Without boxing, I'm not me. I think I said that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the principles of boxing, just the fact that you need to believe in yourself. It ties into everyday life, and it's something that I'm trying to teach my children. You know what I'm saying? Go for it, follow your dreams. And I teach them by being the example at the end of the day.
Oh, I love this. Would you say, when you say the principles, does that include like the discipline, the dedication? I like what you said. It forces you to believe in yourself. That can be very uncomfortable at times. And so or at least times for me, it can be uncomfortable. And so just you really have to. You have to trust yourself. And that's remarkable. And that's a strength in yourself too. And I'm not talking about being cocky or anything like that. Just confident in who you are and know who you are and trust yourself that you can show up and you can do it. That's a skill that not everybody has.
Yeah, it's inspirational to be able to see it. Like when Bud beat Canelo, like that was one of the most inspirational fights I've ever seen. Because it just shows and proves that whatever you put your mind to, you believe in yourself.
Hmm.
You can do literally anything.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're right. You're right. The other thing that I don't think we mentioned, and it's not really a principle, but for me, is the community of boxing. Like the boxing community itself, to me, has shown up time and time again. Is that your experience as well, or is it a little bit different?
Mine might be a little bit different. I did stop boxing when I turned 15. I ended up
Okay.
losing in the Silver Glove Nationals, and then I decided to just take boxing off and finish school. So I
Okay.
came back on the boxing scene after I graduated. I was probably 18, 19 years old. So from
Mm-hmm.
being gone like that whole 4 years away from boxing, it kind of made me like this unknown. Like I remember
Mm-hmm.
going to gyms and nobody knowing who I was, and they
Right.
try to size me up and they think I'm a bum or something. Then we get gloved up and then they sitting there like, whoa, like who is he? Like where is he coming from? Now they asking me a million questions. I haven't grown my fan base and things of that sort yet, and that's what I'm working on now. So I know it is a good community, but I'm just trying to work hard, do my part, so I can be a huge part of it.
I love that. That's great. And that just another part that shows how much boxing is ingrained in your life and boxing is your life and not just the dedication and the discipline and trusting yourself and believing in yourself, but it does show there that you're also showing up for the community too, in that, hey, I like what you just said. I want to do my part so I can be a big part of it. So congrats to you. That's really exciting. And I love that you're also instilling that in your kids. Do you think your kids will pick up the sport if they wish to do so?
My son's 3 years old. He got his first pair of gloves when he was like 6 months, and he would come to the gym with me. His videos,
Okay.
he jumping, bouncing around the ring with his gloves on, throwing 1,000 punches, hitting the bags with me. Or like on a day to day when I'm at home and I'm going to the gym, I'm like, all right, bye. He like, Dad, I want to come to the gym with you. I want to go to the boxing gym. So I take him sometimes. Sometimes I leave him behind and he cry. It is sweet, but then again, at the same time, it's like I know what you have to go through in this sport, and it's a
Yeah.
lot of pain, and it's not something
Yeah.
that I would want my kids to go through. But
Hmm.
if it's something that they're passionate about and they really, really, really want to do it, I'll help them. I wouldn't stop them from doing something
Okay.
that they want to do, but it's not going to be fun. I'm
Yeah,
I'm going
yeah,
to be
exactly.
serious. I'll be hard on them, and I'll
Yeah.
just see what happens. Boxing, he'll be a world champion. He already
Mhm.
got it in him. He aggressive. He full of energy. He's smart. He got
Yeah.
all the qualities to be a champion already at 3 years old. I'm telling you.
I love it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's so much fun. Well, and you just said something also that really shows that what a great father that you are. And that was, if they are passionate about it, I will help them. But it sounds like you're not going to be like, I'm not going to try and push them to do something if they're not interested in doing it. That's
Never.
a,
I'd rather my kids take the education route, be a doctor or a lawyer or something along the lines of that. Be a engineer or something like that. Like we got enough athletes. Like we need people that's going to build up the community and
yeah.
just be a vital part of the
Yeah.
community.
Oh, solid. If they're passionate about it, you'll help them out. But if they're not passionate about it and they want to do something else that sounds like it's a-okay with you, you're totally fine with that. I like
Yeah.
it. I like it.
I just want them to follow their
Yeah,
dreams. Follow your dreams at the end of the day.
that's sweet. I like that. That's, again, kudos to you. Great father. You're not going to try and push them into something that they don't want to do.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Okay. I know you had a tough workout. We're going to wrap up here. Championship round, or really close to wrapping up. Championship round. Develop. This is one of my favorite questions to ask because I also volunteer with the Rocksteady program. And for those who don't know, Rocksteady is a national nonprofit that allows people fighting Parkinson's disease to slow the progression of Parkinson's through boxing. So some of my besties, I volunteer every Friday. Some of my besties are 80, 85 years old, and they get in the ring and they're doing these tough workouts. So it's really cool to see. But my question for you is, let me set the scene here. Today's the day. Somewhere in the world, someone has the courage to pick up a pair of boxing gloves, walk into a boxing gym, or step into the ring for the very first time. Caveat is we don't know their age, we don't know their background, and we don't know their physical or mental abilities. With all that in mind, what advice do you want to give that brand new fighter?
To stay consistent, stay disciplined.
Okay.
Consistency and discipline alone will take you a long way in literally anything you do. That's why I say boxing and life is like the same thing. Everything that I learn, I plug into life. But just being consistent. If you go into the gym every single day and you're doing all of your workouts, that takes
Mm-hmm.
discipline. And you
Mm-hmm.
can do that over the course of 2 years. Just
Mm-hmm.
you sit back and look at how far you already gone just
Yeah.
from that alone.
Yeah.
That's that's the key to becoming a champion.
There you go. I love it. Consistent and discipline. And that relates to anybody at whatever level of boxing. So that's beautiful. Thank you. And it's reminded me because I leave in about 45 minutes to head to my boxing gym and I have to put in my work. So I'm
Yep,
gonna have you in
yep.
the
Stay
when I'm
consistent.
yeah, when I'm doing those burpees, I'm like, all right, Develsa, stay consistent. So
Yep,
excellent.
yep.
Okay, well, this is so much fun. Are you up for a wild card round?
Bring it
All
on.
right, all right. Cards one, two, or three. Which number do you want to pick?
3.
Okay, three it is. If you could have dinner with one coach or trainer, past or present, who would it be and why? There's some greats out there.
It is. I have a great coach myself. I already had dinner with him though, so
Okay.
I want to pick him. um, Probably my first coach. BoMac. He
Oh, yeah, that'd be
just
good.
because just because he got to watch Terrence Crawford grow up and He knows his mindset. And I know mindset
Mhm.
isn't something that you could teach, but
Right.
just he trained him, he molded him. It'd be nice to sit down, have a conversation, have dinner with him. And not only do we have Terrence Crawford, pretty much every fighter that he trained in, like he trains a lot of top ranked fighters, and
Yeah.
his fighters are good. He can teach certain skills, and it'd be cool to pick his brain apart and learn a thing or two from him.
I dig that. I agree. That would be really cool. I mean, there's so much that you could get from just having a dinner with
Yeah,
him, so many tidbits, so much advice and stories.
yeah, exactly. He knows what it takes to build a fighter to a championship, to a championship level, because he done seen his own fighter doing
Yeah,
it. So he has the blueprint.
he does. He does. Oh, that's solid choice. That's really, really good. I was drawing a blank for myself and I was like, "Oh, this is a tough one. Who do, you know?" But that's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I was thinking of a couple of other coaches too, like Muhammad Ali's
Mhm.
coach, Mike Tyson's coach. Honestly, another coach like that I would really, 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 really love to sit down with. May he rest in peace, Emmanuel Steward. I
Yeah.
done heard a million stories about Emmanuel Steward. He trained Tommy Hearns. He's my coach uncle.
Mhm.
Like I just hear so many great things about him. Like he has an eye for boxing. He sees things. And I've actually met Emmanuel Stewart when I was a little kid. I think I was about 19 years old. Yeah. I was training at the Crunk Gym from 9 to
Mhm.
12. I won like two nationals um, for fighting out of the Crunk Gym. And when I did win it, we went to show him like, yeah, DeVille won. He was like, I'm not even surprised. He even made me a they had an award ceremony for the Crunk fighters,
Mhm.
and I got most improved boxer. Yeah, he gave me an award when I was a little
That's
kid.
so special.
But to it really, yeah, I still have the trophy. But to know him as a kid and to know him as an
Mhm.
adult is two completely different things. Like I really wish I could have been like grew up in that era, because so
Yeah.
many fighters that he trained would sit there and tell me for hours is like all kinds of stories that they had with him. He would take them overseas with him as amateurs.
Mhm.
He let some of them stay with him to
Mhm.
lead them in the right direction. Just an overall great man. So
I so I've been interviewing quite a few of the fighters and coaches over at Crunk now, and one that I posted recently, it was the most beautiful story was James Lester Jr. when he was on their amateur team. I interviewed him,
mhm.
and then I recently interviewed Tark, who was under Crunk, and then he went over to Galaxy, and then back to Crunk, and then JB, Jonathan Banks is he and I are trying to work out a schedule for me to interview him. And then, oh my gosh, I'm trying to think. Well, I visited the Crunk Gym when I was in Detroit in April, and Paul, the new CEO, just
Mhm.
gave me the whole tour, and everyone there is just so wonderful. But seeing and hearing those stories, it really sounds like I mean, I knew he's legendary. I've known of Emmanuel Steward for a long time, but hearing those stories firsthand
Yeah,
is really cool.
amazing
And
story.
your story, yeah, and your story, I'm so glad you still have that trophy and that's something to carry,
Yeah, it's
that's
funny.
really,
It's funny
really
because
cool.
on the trophy he spelled my name wrong, but it still had like so with me. He got one letter off, and my name kind of
Okay.
complicated. It got an apostrophe in there. It
Yeah.
sounds like Cadillac, so he's kind of spelled it like
Mhm.
how you would spell the Cadillac Coupe de Ville. You put an I
Oh,
instead of C,
oh,
which is
got it.
which is fine because rolling
Yeah.
around coming to this time that we in now, they calling me Cadillac DeVille. So DeVille. I guess it
Yeah.
worked out.
There you go. That's so special. And so that means you were at the original location of Kronk before it was torn
Not
down. Am I
not
getting
the
that correct?
original one. Not the
Oh,
original
okay.
one. The original one, I think they ended up leaving that one like sometime around 2007. I mean, don't take my word for it.
Sure.
But I
Okay.
went to the second one. The second crunk gym that they had was on Warren,
Okay.
close to the freeway. It's close to the Southfield Freeway, I think it was. Yeah, I trained at the one on Warren for a few
Oh,
years.
cool.
I man, the legendary original Crunk Gym. I wish I could have stepped foot in that one because I heard so many stories about this gym. The walls sweating, the floor sweating, people in there sparring hard. Tommy Hearns in there sparring, all
Yeah.
kinds of champions going through there. They just knocking each other out.
Uh,
Man, I grew up in the wrong era.
you and me both. Oh my goodness, you and me both.
I should
Okay.
I should have been born in like the '80s or
Well, I
something.
was born in the 80s, but I wasn't living in Detroit. So, but I will say, what was it? Um, James Lester Jr., he was like, and okay, I'll just send you this little clip. I'll send it to you when we get off. He's talking about how you would go down the stairs and he's like, all of a sudden the smell, and then you get closer, and then just the heat. And then he's like, you open the
Eat.
door and just the heat would just hit you across the face.
Ooh.
Yeah. And that was something he was talking about. He's like, he was also saying it was a very simple gym. It wasn't anything fancy. The ring was, because it was in the basement, so the ceilings were low. So the ring was like floor level. And
Yep.
there was, I think, two heavy bags and maybe one or two speed bags, but people were just grinding. And shows that it doesn't take much to build champions, like in terms of like equipment, and you just gotta have people willing to do the hard work. But so he was telling me that story, and then Tark was also telling me something similar around that. Like he's like, what was so cool about it is you would have a CEO and you would have a custodian hitting the bags right next to each other, and it doesn't matter, you
Mm-hmm.
know, you're all the same. You're
Yep.
all treated the same. You're all helping each other,
Once you
and
walk
that's one of
through
the things
those
I do love.
doors, yep. Once you
Yeah.
walk through those doors, boxing is a humbling sport. At the end of the day, it don't matter who you are. Once you get in that ring, you're in front of a whole nother man, as or woman if you're a
Mhm.
woman boxing, but you
Mhm.
in front of another
Yeah,
person, and it's just humbling. It's just humbling.
it is. And your demeanor, and I don't wanna, like, put words in your mouth, but what this conversation is reminding me of is another coach here in San Diego. Um, Joe Hits is his Instagram, but he talks about if you just have the courage to step in the ring, because that's a scary thing. If you have the courage to step in the ring, like, that's a big thing. And it sounds like you also embody that too when you're
It
telling
is
people, you're encouraging folks. You're like, hey, if you have the courage to step in that ring, it's you against you. At the end of the day, it's you against you.
exactly.
Oh my goodness.
There's respect to any fighter that's willing to step in the ring with anybody on any level,
Hmm.
even if you were to get beat up.
Yeah.
You had the courage to get in the ring.
Yeah.
That's why it's just like after the fight, you just spend 8 to 12 rounds trying to take somebody's head off. But it's like, okay, me and you, we just got through this. Like, hats off to you. It's nothing but respect for you. Like, it's all love at the end of the fight
Yes.
because it's just the respect that you have with this person that you just went toe to toe with the whole time. It's unexplainable. I can't even explain it. Some people ask me like, why you hug him at the end? Like, why was y'all just talking like y'all was cool? Like, I don't know. It's just how the sport is.
It is. Well, I mean, and that's why, people that see the sport from the outside and they think it's just all about violence. I'm like, no, it's not. That's not what the sport's about at all. It really is about that love and that respect. You just went to battle together. So why wouldn't you want to pay
Hmm.
respects at the end? And
Yeah, my sister said the funniest thing. She was like, DeVille, how do you just go in there and just fight somebody and knock them out? Y'all had no beef like at all before the fight. Like you just already,
yeah,
you just already mad. You just go in there to just fight each other.
yeah.
But yeah, it's a sport. At the end of the day, it's a
Mhm.
sport.
It is. It is. Oh my gosh. This has been so much fun. Oh, there was something I was mentioned. You mentioned it's just all love at the end of the day. Uh, Fortune out of Jab's Gym was saying a very similar thing too. It was just like at the end of the day, he's like, it's all out of love. Like that's why people will hug each other and spar at the end. And I mean, after
Hmm.
spar and then hug at the end, and I was like, yeah, it really is. So very cool. Okay, this has been so much fun. You have given fun. You have given me so much time. I just want to thank you, especially after a tough workout and while you're in camp. You have been very generous. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'm so glad I got to learn about a piece of your story. This is the time right now that you can shout out to your friends, your family, your fans, you can promote anything, maybe that upcoming fight, just, anything that you want. This is your time right now, DeVoe.
Um, I want to give a big shout out to my family back at home. They missing me and I'm missing them. And this whole thing, like everything I do, is for my family. So big shout out to them. Big shout out to my sponsors, JC Bathtubs, and my other sponsor, Lush Lawn. And just shout out to my team. Shout out to all the fans. Shout out to everybody who support me and support boxing in general.
I love it. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you so much again. I've had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. And I just can't wait for people to hear a piece of your story.
It's pretty cool. Thank
Yeah,
you for having me.
absolutely. Thank you so much. And I'll be chatting with you soon. And I'll send you that link or that clip that I was talking about. All
Okay.
right. Talk to you soon. Have a good one.
All
Bye-bye.
right.